Top 10 Essay Topics About Disasters. Disaster Recovery Plan. This concept refers to a structured approach to recovering and restoring operations after a disaster. In this essay, include the critical components of such a plan. You can also discuss its importance for businesses and organizations and provide examples of successful implementation. School preparedness plans for tornadoes, earthquakes, and fire emergencies. When writing about this topic, you can discuss the necessary elements of an effective plan, such as evacuation procedures and staff training. What is the importance of school preparedness for unforeseen disasters? You could also share real-life examples of schools that effectively handled such emergencies. Public Policy and Hurricane Katrina. This paper analyzes the strengths and weaknesses of the policies in place at the time of the incident. You can discuss the lessons learned for future disaster preparedness and response. Additionally, evaluate the impact of Hurricane Katrina on socioeconomic factors. Crises and disaster management. You can start this essay by explaining how effective crisis management can mitigate the impact of disasters. We suggest you evaluate some examples of successful and unsuccessful crisis management efforts in various contexts. Galveston Hurricane influence on America in 1800s and 1900s. The Galveston Hurricane was one of the deadliest disasters in U.S. history. In your essay on this topic, talk about its impact on urban planning and disaster preparedness. How did it influence the evolution of weather forecasting and response systems? Also, mention the way it shaped national policies for dealing with natural disasters. New York's disaster and emergency preparedness plans. What are some of the unique challenges such a densely populated and critical urban center faces? This essay can evaluate the effectiveness of New York's plans in dealing with various potential disasters. The Red Sludge Ecological Disaster. Start your paper by describing this event, including its causes, environmental impacts, and consequences for local communities. Then, discuss the response of authorities and environmental agencies. You can conclude by proposing measures to prevent similar disasters in the future. The Midwest flood of April to October 1993. What were the causes and extent of this environmental disaster? Analyze its impact on the affected communities and the environment. You can also investigate the emergency response efforts and the lessons learned to enhance flood management in the future. The Great San Francisco Earthquake. Your essay can begin by looking at the geological origins and the devastation caused by this disaster. Then, you can analyze the response of the city and its seismic preparedness. What were the changes in architecture and building codes emerged due to the earthquake? The impacts of Japan's earthquakes and tsunamis on the world economy. Discuss the economic repercussions on global trade, supply chains, production, and financial markets. Analyze Japan's disaster preparedness measures and their effectiveness in mitigating the economic fallout.